Artis out front against Johnson, comes left side, takes a bump corner of the key, and the jump shot falls in. First half, right baseline, Thomas comes to the glass, has got a layup, and he scores. Stops above the foul line, shoots, and it goes in. And in the Artis, it sure does. Thomas corner of the key, out front to Artis for a wide open three, and he got his shot blocked. It comes left side to Flaggart, and he nails a three. Artis left side into the corner, Harris for three. He hits the shot. Artis comes right side, Artis all the way to the rack, Artis scores! Touchette out front to Flaggart, alone, and he nails a three. All the way to the rack, Artis puts it up, and he scores! Harris lobs underneath for Matt Wilms, cutting in from the right wing, and Touchette drives all the way to the basket, he's got an uncontested Touchette comes left side, Artis throws up a runner. Off the window, he missed it, tipped in by Matt Wilms. It's up underneath the Wilms, and under the basket, he scores, and it's fouled! Pocket 12, Harris attacks the window, he scores! This team has come 1,000 miles. It comes into Williams, now to Potts. 5 seconds left. Potts out front, he fires an off-balance three, and he missed it. Rebound, tipped, it's taken by Harris. The Miners win!
Your final score,
UTEP
57, Middle Tennessee 54.
The Blue Raiders had lost for the first time in Conference USA play. Final score on the Albertson scoreboard. The Miners 57, or should I say Los Mineros 57. Middle Tennessee 54, the final scoring totals, and the Hunt Company's locker room report presented.
Another step in our growth, and our crowd was just awesome, absolutely awesome. We stepped up and made free throws, big free throws late. You know, we had really struggled. You look at our free throw lines, the last 3, 4, 5 ball games, 9 for 19, 10 for 19. And Matt had struggled. He stayed late and worked after practice yesterday, made 2 big ones. You know, I thought a lot of heart by our guards on the other end. Defensively, we created some turnovers, which led to some easy baskets for us. We were struggling again, you know, back-to-back nights. We're down 17 with, 14 to go, 39-22, and defense created, you know, the stops created runouts, created looks. Dominic Artis had a couple of great finishes, you know, at the rim and ones. Matt, I thought, played with greater offensive discipline in the second half, posted deep instead of being out on the floor, played with more strength to the rim, did a great job. Trey Touchette provided good minutes off the bench, solid, no turnovers, made a nice drive to the basket. Omega settled down, made a good finish there late in the game, which helped us as well. They missed a couple big free throws, which helped us. That's a terrific team that we're playing against, and I think it's a better middle team that beat Michigan State last year. This Ja'Cory Williams is an absolute dynamic player, and he showed it again tonight. Reggie Upshaw, who was preseason pick for Player of the Year in our league, we held him to not much, 0 points tonight and 1 rebound, which was great for us. We know he's a better player than that. And Giddy Potts, who'll be a first-team All-Leaguer, he had 9 points, 3 for 11. So defensively, obviously, it's what we've done better. We're still a work in progress offensively. I know y'all think that we never work on offense after watching our first halves, but I'm telling you, it's all we did yesterday, and you'd have never known it, you know, based on our lack of whatever, you know, missing point blank. We were 0 for 7 from the three-point line. I like all 7 of those looks. They were great looks, but 4 for 5 in the second half. So, you know, it's a nice win for us, and we're just going to keep, you know, practicing. We're back home for 2 more next week, and from what I understand, we're half a game out of second place in our league. You know, who'd have thunk it back, a month ago. And our kids just kept believing and trying, and we've gotten a little healthier. And with Matt and Paul Thomas has become a better player, and we like each other, and we're working hard. And I heard some comments when we were struggling that the kids just don't look like they're having fun. And it looks like it's dead in that arena, and this. Well, hell yeah, it was dead. We couldn't beat, Mesita Junior High, and we couldn't score and couldn't stop anybody, and was it fun? Hell no, it's not fun. When you're getting beat, it shouldn't be fun. Anybody that's playing and getting your tail beat like we were and having fun, then people don't get it. They don't get it. The only way to have fun in our sport is to win, and it was fun to watch the smiles and the laughter and the dancing in our locker room just a little while ago. Trust me, they were having fun. Okay, so we're real proud of this group, and we're going to keep working and trying to keep continuing to grow.
Did you close to 49%, but it felt like you guys bothered them from the tip-off?
Well, and it was because of the turnovers tonight. They shot for a better percentage, but they had 19 turnovers, and that was the big difference. We forced some turnovers, which has not been a real strength of ours. And their team leads the league in assist turnover ratio. That is the best coach team that we've played against all year long. He does a phenomenal job. He should be coaching at, any of the major schools. I won't name any of them, but if he's there, he's going to win a national title. He's that good. And they were due for a loss at some point. I'm just glad it was us, I'm really proud of our guys. But the turnovers were the big thing tonight. They shot for percentage, but they didn't shoot well at the foul line. Okay, and they had a couple big misses there late, and then we forced a couple turnovers.
Did you think a month ago with this group of guys that this was possible where you win 6 of 7, you beat the 2 top teams?
I really did because I know who Matt Wilms can be. Okay, I know who he can be, and nobody in this city knows because they haven't been able to watch him like we watched him in high school and when he was healthy. And we're watching a guy getting better. And, we basically told him a month ago that you are the guy that will change our program. If you can play and get back to who you can be, that along with a strong defense will change your program. Last year we couldn't guard anybody. We had no presence at the rim. And we have a presence at the rim now defensively, and we also have a guy that can make a goal down there that we can play through on the post, which we didn't have for first 6 weeks of the season. It was 2 guards trying to make plays every time down the floor, and not real efficiently because they were having to do more than they should have had to do. So we thought it was possible. It's why you practice. It's why you go to work, and they've been a great group to work with, and they're trying hard, and we don't. We've got guys that aren't playing minutes that are happy, and that's a great thing.
Listened a couple weeks ago to Coach Braswell talking about how he admired you because you deferred to the defense and let kind of Bobby take over.
Yeah, that's right.
Just kind of talk about that. Is that just what you were saying? You're trying to find anything a couple
Well, if I hire guys that just listen to what I want, then why should we don't need a staff? I'm trying to bring guys in that can add to who I am and who we are, and he's a phenomenal coach. He's a great coach. And Phil Johnson is a great coach. And Phil puts in the man-to-man defensive plan. Bobby's charting what teams are doing against zones. Bobby could do man and Phil could do zone. They could do both because they can do it all. But they're both really good, and I'm secure enough with who I am. I've always been that way. When I was at Iowa State, we ran different stuff and let those guys that we hire do what they do well. And the point zone obviously has really helped us. I mean, our defensive field goal percentage numbers have dropped because of it. And we were in man late, and that was Phil, charting what we were going to do when we were man. So we got good guys, and our players are getting better, and we're going to add to this group, and we're going to be a real legitimate group here a year from now, we hope. And we're going to hope to do whatever this year because they're still going to take – Middle Tennessee's a team that should go to the NCAA tournament, regardless if they lost to us or not. They're that good, okay? And this baloney about one-bid league is baloney. These people picking don't know what the hell they're talking about if Middle Tennessee is not in the NCAA tournament. And please be sure and write that. I want Kermit to read that, okay? But that's what needs to be said, and needs to be said by our medium. But he does a great job, and that's a really good team. And we hung around because we guarded a little bit.
How satisfying of a win is this, and how do you make sure you sustain the success that you've had?
Well, you go back and you work, and you have really spirited, tough practices, and you keep guys in a different place now. they're liking who they are, but they got to understand that we still have some holes, obviously, right? We're not, we got a long way to go. And so we'll just keep practicing, and we'll take it the old proverbial game at a time.
Game reminded me a lot of the Western Kentucky comeback last year at home. Did the atmosphere sort of feel the same to that?
We've had that over and over again. We were down at Western Kentucky last week, 26-5, and we came back on the road. And we were down in Albuquerque, 27-6, and came back and took the lead. And we were down Thursday by a significant margin and came back, and we were down tonight. And it's because when you can get stops 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, string them together, and then you got a chance. And but obviously it's easier with this great crowd that we have. These people get it. They get it. They get a guy diving on the floor after a loose ball. They get Jake Flaggart stepping in and taking a charge. And our kids play off of that.
How do you avoid the slow start? That kind of seems.
Shit, I don't know. God damn. God dang. Obviously, I don't know. You just work, you practice, you try, you put them in different situations. I tell you, I told our team at halftime, I said, I like it. We're down 28-19. You guys might be frustrated offensively, but we're down 28-19. And I said, we're 0 for 7 from the 3. We're shooting about 5% from the floor. And, are you guys capable of making these shots that you're missing? Oh, yeah, Coach, we can make. I said, what the hell are we going to change? Let's go play hard, step in there with, some, whatever, and let's make some shots, right? So that's all that happened. All right?
There was a moment when they called a foul number 22, and you almost lost it. Your bench had a little fun. They seemed like not as tense. They seemed to be having fun. When they called the foul on 22, and you thought it was on Paul.
I thought it was R22, and I was a little bothered one night. I was a little bothered, yes, a little bothered. Yes, I was. And I was bothered on one on the other end with, 23 seconds to go on the other end. We're going to go guard man. Got a screen situation. They call a foul, I think, on Paul on a hold out on the floor. We want him to go earn the basket. All we talked about is not fouling, how we're going to play the possession. Foul. 2 free throws, we're down 1. And then how about Matt Wilms stepping up, Beverly shot him. My wife shot him better than he has this year, and he stepped up there and flipped in 2 there at the end of the game to win it. It's a big play, big play. He makes one of those free throws, right? They go down and they can go attack to the rim and go for 2, go lay it up. And by the way, we were trying to foul there at the end, up 3. We were going to foul coming across the rim there on Giddy's last shot. We said as soon as they cross the half-court line, up 3, we're going to go foul. And we didn't get that into the game and needed to because it looked like it was down from where I was sitting. It was a good look they got.
I completely changed my free throw routine. It was completely different. Before I was going down 3 dribbles, and then when I picked the ball up, I was stalling at one point, stalling the next, and then shooting. And I wasn't getting it all in one fluid motion. And all of a sudden, after practice, one of Floyd's ex guys, he's just talking to him, ex-big, and he was working on my free throws. And he's like, look, if you go in one fluid motion, he's like, there's no reason why you shouldn't be an 80%. Kept practicing him, got really impressed with it. I got impressed with it, and then all of a sudden today, I don't remember last time I did not, make every one.
If someone told you that you were going to be only able to score 16 in the first half but win the game, what would you say to that?
I would have said, I would have asked first how many points do they have, because, they were up 11, yeah, but our defense is playing outstanding. People are going to score. That's not what I'm saying. People are going to score, but our offense is going to come. If we just keep defending, we'll get deflections, we'll get steals, we'll get some rebounds and fast breaks, set up some plays. So, points are going to come. So, I wasn't worried that we were down by 11 and a half.
Coach Floyd was saying that that's still a tournament team, maybe a top 15 team in the country. Did it feel like you were playing against the best team of the season so far?
Oh, they played us very, very well on defense. Their offense, their bigs and their guards, they played outstanding. Williams, I could barely even stay in front of him. He was really talented. But yeah, for sure, they are a really good team. And we're going to see him again. Hopefully we see him in conference tournament. It's going to be a great game again. We're going to have to play hard. We're going to have to, we can't rely on not scoring in the first half. We're gonna have to get that, and then also play defense. So, yeah, Floyd's right. Yeah, they're definitely one of the best teams.
All of it that made it so tough to.
We knew where the trap was coming, but ideally, like, the ball kept coming, like, to me, and I'm not a three-point shooter, I'm not a dribbler, so, like, they knew where they wanted, and they tried to figure out where I was going to throw it. I made some bad turnovers in the first half, and I need to change that in the second half in order for us to win. So I need to step up as an older veteran and figure out what I need to do. So yeah, I mean, their trap was really good. I'm not taking that away, but we started figuring out near the end, and that's what helped us out.
It's being a senior, being around, and kind of.
Yeah, it is, but really coach demands that from me, and going throughout the year it's been tough, but now I'm really getting the hang of it, and really it's our staff and what they demand from me.
One turnover today, is that kind of been your MO, just being able to get your team in offense, even though you guys struggled in the first half?
Yeah, really just doing what's needed, really taking care of the ball. They had length with their 1-3-1, and then really just being able to knock down shots and get others involved, like Matt and Paul as well.
Felt like the layup, the fast break layup that you guys put you up to. Did you felt at that point you felt like this is what we need to do? This is where we're at. We're a good spot for you guys.
Yeah. Really, when I got it, I feel real confident in transition, and once I had scored it, I was so focused on getting another stop, I didn't really sink in. But it was big.
How did you develop that Euro step? Was that something maybe somebody told you, or was it just kind of something you picked up alone?
Just kind of picked up, watching a lot of film, Harden and Kyrie, but really my frame, I've gotten a lot bigger. So it's just kind of once I get that initial bump, I just kind of step right through.
Is that something you recently added since you've been here? Maybe.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot bigger since I've gotten here. Shout out to Coach Jones. But so yeah, just kind of added it along the years.
I think they only averaged like 10 or 11 turnovers a game. You guys forced 19. How are you able to generate that many TOs?
Our staff is incredible. It's really a top-notch staff, and really our game plan was second to none. Theirs as well. They scouted us pretty well, but they only probably got about 2 of their actions that we really focused on. So it's really our staff.
How seeing that defensive development where you got Coach Braz in there with the zone, and you got Coach Phil Johnson with the man-to-man. How confident is that as a player, knowing that you're going to have a game plan?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, they put in hours just like us, and just to have that on both ends, man and zone, is very critical for us.